it goes live. Here we go. Looks like we are live. Awesome. Hey, welcome.
Hi there.
Hey, Joyce. I have a special treat to share with you. Joyce is one of our inner circle lean body breakthrough rising stars, to say the least. Really excited. And I wanted to share with you. Sometimes it's easier, instead of me talking about the program and how you may hear me talk about how much success inside the inner circle. And Joyce is just one of them. And I'm really excited to share with you not only her success, but the process of how she got there and what she's been doing. And I wanted it to come from her rather than me. And I really appreciate Joyce. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your experience so far. Really excited.
Thanks.
Awesome. So let's get started first. Before we got connected, what was life like? What was going on in your world before you started looking for a coach? And, we'll get into why maybe, but what was happening? What was going on?
The realization I'm overweight. I don't want to be here. I've tried doing this before on my own, and it hasn't been working because I lose my momentum. It used to take a month to lose momentum, and then it kind of a few days, and I'd give up on whatever I was trying to do. Too much confusion about what exercises to do and when and how to do them. So I had some arthritis symptoms where I would wake up every morning with a very sore and stiff back and hardly able to move. And I couldn't open and close my hands because my arthritis just made it feel like they were swollen. And it would take 10 minutes in the morning to warm up and do that stuff. And I just kept thinking, if I'm this way at 61, what's it going to be like when I'm 85? Am I going to be able to move when I'm 85? So there was kind of a perfect storm of a lot of things that just really motivated me to start looking for a program to join. And I found yours.
Yeah, awesome. And as far as I know, we talked about earlier, just about, you found me through Facebook, through an ad, I think, or something like that, came into the group. But there's so many options. Like there's trainers in person, there's lots of diet plans out there, and Weight Watchers and all the other hypey stuff. So what was it that drew you away from that and said, you know what, maybe I need a coach?
What I liked about your program was that I found you were bold in sharing your faith. You didn't hide that part. For me as a Christian, that was important to me, that somebody would be able to respect my spiritual journey as well as my physical journey. I wanted, in following Fit Tribe, I just found that it was a good fit. There weren't any gimmicks. There weren't any special potions. It was going to be something I could do at home without having to join a gym. It just rang to my sensibilities. You were honest about your approach to everything instead of just rah all the time. If you followed some of the others, they just, come on, do it, you can do it, and just all the good hype, but they didn't ever have that tone of realism to them. Like, yeah, life is tough and it sucks sometimes, and push through it and keep going. And I just found that your program was a really good fit for me.
Yeah, or from what you heard before getting started, and
right, because
you followed me for, we were talking about that. That's okay. You followed me for, I think it was I asked when we got connected, and I think you said it maybe 6 or 8 months, just to kind of see, just kind of test the waters out. Right. And that's what you were saying, is it seemed like the real deal, kind of this seemed like a legit approach and a real coach that actually wants to get people real results.
Real results that were going to last. It wasn't just hi, this is keto, you can do it for 3 months and lose all the weight you want. But then once you go off keto, what are you going to do? And this just seemed like a real practical approach to overhaul everything in my life. The exercise, the movement, the water, the food. So it seemed practical. There weren't any extra things to buy, which also appealed to me, that no magic potions, no packaged meals, that kind of stuff. It was all stuff I could do at home, which meant that I would be able to continue it when I eventually reached the promised land.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm assuming because you did, from being inside and what she's talking about, if you didn't know, it's the Over 40 Fit Tribe. So you can go check that out. You can go look it up, and I'll let you in the group so you can kind of see we post in there. It's a free group. It's not part of my coaching program. It's just a way for you can get and be in an environment that's supportive and get some value and tips outside of my personal page. We're here. And then we'll be sharing this as well in the Fit Tribe. So if you're listening and watching from the Fit Tribe, hello, Joyce. You may have seen her in there before. And now you probably don't recognize her because things have changed. And so there's nothing really skeptical. You did your homework, you kind of hung around, you checked it out, you made sure like, hey, this is good. You saw results. I'm assuming you probably saw some results and said, hey, I want some results like that. Let's talk about your results. All right. So let's just get right to it, because people are like, all right, tell me, come on, tell me. And maybe you've seen us share Joyce's journey a little bit. So we are now officially in our finishing our 4th month together. Is that correct?
Right. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So January is when you started.
Right. Started January 1st with the onboarding process. So about a week into January is when I started following the nutrition plan and doing the exercises you provide and making sure I had the other requirements in.
Yeah. And showing up
water and walking.
Water and walking and showing up in the group. Straightforward, right? Nothing crazy,
right.
Nothing extreme. Cool. Well, let's share those results.
Nothing crazy.
Without doing anything extreme and following the plan and showing up and not giving up. Tell us your results in the last 4 months.
In the last 4 months, I have lost 31 pounds, which I'm really excited about. That just, awesome. For whatever reason, this has just really tickled me pink this week when it's like 31 pounds. Yes, yeah. I've arrived. And then overall, I've lost right at 32 inches off my body from all the different measurements you do. Add that all together.
A whole nother person.
Kind of is.
32
my
inches.
hips,
so awesome.
I've lost 5.5 inches off my hips.
Wow.
And that's just made a big difference. And in this last week, I've just really noticed that absolutely everything is falling off my body. All my clothes are just hanging so loose and baggy now. So I'm pretty thrilled with these results so far.
Yeah, and I know you see us from the neck or from the chest up, but she was okay. And I know we shared her progress. I'm going to share with you. She's on the road now. We're not finished with the journey. In fact, we're just getting started, but this right now,
not yet.
You can see, you can see real quick. I mean, amazing. Like you can see the belly is literally dwindling. It's literally going, it's shrinking and dwindling away. In the back too, the muscles and the fat that was there is now, completely reduced, and it is awesome. What amazing transformation. Yes. So I just wanted to share that because I just thought it really is so amazing to see. And you worked hard for it, right? I can say that this isn't like something where you just come in and it is a magic formula, right? Like there's a formula, but you have to go to work.
There's a formula. There is hard work involved, but it's not so hard that you can't do it. Yeah. The first few times when you introduce new exercises every so often in the program, the first couple of times you did that, I literally laughed my head off a few times because I could not do those moves. But, the second time I tried them, I could do them a little bit. And the third time I did them, I'm getting the hang of this. Maybe not as many repetitions as somebody else could get, but I'm doing the repetitions. Example, when we first started, I think I could do about 3 or 4 jumping jacks. And then I kind of walked through my jumping jacks side to side. I didn't jump with them. Mm-hmm. And now I'm doing like 32 jumping jacks in 30 seconds. It's like, I'm astonished by this. And we just kind of upped some of my personal challenges and included jogging, which I've never done. I'm not a runner by any means. And I could do 30 seconds of jogging, and I can do it multiple times during my walk now.
Yeah. So
I'm doing it 10 times. I'm doing it 10 times during my walk, 10 seconds jog or 30 seconds jog, 30 seconds walk. I'm doing that 10 times. And it's like, I have never jogged before. And the other day I kind of like, well, let's push this. Let's end and see how long. And I was doing about a minute, which isn't great for anybody that runs. But for me, that I wouldn't like running from the house to the car was about as much running as I ever did before. So I'm like, I'm doing this. This is great. Things are improving. So
Awesome. So excited. Congratulations on that. And we know why you're starting to run, because there was a challenge set by your daughter. So you shared, so Joyce and I, we do a connect after 90 days of the program. And we did that a couple of weeks back. And she shared with me, and I want her to share with it. So what was the since mom was leveling up, your daughter said, well, let's do this. And what did she ask you?
well, my daughter, who's in her mid-30s, said, hey, that triathlon I did last fall? I'm going to do it again. And why don't you do it with me? And it's like, I've never run before, honey. I'm pretty sure I can manage the swim portion. I'll be slow. And the run portion, well, I can at least walk it in a reasonable amount of time. And you encouraged me that I could start doing the running portion. And I figure bicycle, I figure bicycle I can handle. So it's like, okay, let's start doing some stuff. And I'm kind of looking forward to challenging myself and seeing how close to me being ready I think I can be in the next 3 months. And if I can do that, then let's train for a triathlon in September.
The sky's the limit, right? And I would say is Joyce is just one, although we're so proud of her, she's just one of many in our program that are leveling up. Joyce, looking forward to what's next, right? Like realizing, oh, I can do this. So I still have weight to lose. I still have challenges in front of me, but why not? Let's move forward and say, 61, who says I can't do a triathlon if that's what I want to do, right?
Right. I would have done it when I was younger. I loved sports. I was athletic when I was younger. And sure, I would have done it. But being out of shape, I wouldn't have even considered it last year. I did kind of watch her go through it and thought, good for her. If I were her age, I'd be out here trying this. And so it was just kind of funny when she asked me, it's like, were you reading my mind last fall?
So great. So excited for you. Well, I think we'll finish it there, because I'm sure there's going to have to be a follow-up when we see you doing a triathlon. And when we have when you get to your next goal, and I know where that is, and we'll hold off and share that later down the road. But I'll tell you guys, if you're watching now or catching the replay, if you want to learn more about what Joyce did, it's very straightforward. Just reach out to me. Just shoot me a message. You can even shoot Joyce a message. Don't bombard her unless you know her. Like, she doesn't want any people she doesn't know probably hitting her up. But I would say is if you know, or say you can even reach out. But I would love for you watching now to give her the props. Because I do know there's a lot of people who don't actually take the action. And Joyce said, when enough is enough, taking the action, getting the help I needed. She invested in herself, and the investment is paying off. And I wish I could take all the credit. I just guided, and our team guided. She did the work, but that combination is truly the magic formula. Like, there's no magic wand, but there is a magic formula, and it's taking commitment from somebody who wants to improve and a program that is proven to work. Put those together and you see what happens, the results. And it's awesome. Congratulations, Joyce. I really appreciate you sharing with the group. And like I said, I want you guys to just hit down and below, like, comment, give her the love and the hearts. And, let's cheer you on as you get that first triathlon under your belt.
Thanks. Looking
All right,
forward to it.
See you later. Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.